overnight. The show features stand-up Kiki Yeung and 6 other comics, plus the hosts. Kiki specializes in putting other Asian female comics in the spotlight under her crazy woke Asians umbrella, as opposed to crazy broke Asians.
Well,
yes, right here.
Just crazy hot Asian.
Ooh. So this is a fun night. It's part of the New York Comedy Festival, and Kiki is joining us right here in studio. It is so good to have you here in person. Welcome to New York, all right? So you always play out to like a sellout crowd. What made you put this specific show together and kind of bring it over here to New York?
Well, because for 5 years, Crazy Woke Asians, we've been highlighting Asian American comedians, and I'm like, we should like step up and like highlight more Asian female comedians, you know. And then the concept came from Kiki Funny Mama. That's my handle, my night out. So I was like, oh, let's do that and have the boys host the show, put them to work, and all the females, you know, they're on the lineup. And
But it's really growing, isn't it? I mean, everybody knows Ali Wong. I mean, don't you feel like they're inspiring, just like you, others to kind of get into the comic field?
Oh, yeah. There's so many up-and-coming Asian American comedians, especially female Asian comedians, and it's so exciting. And we don't all speak the same language. You know, we're different. You know, we're Americans. You know, and there's just so many diverse things we talk about.
Yet so relatable.
Yes.
You know, you're talking about diversity, and we were just chatting in the commercial break about our kids, and you know, and I have spent a lot of time watching overnight comedy specials now on Netflix and things like that because I'm up feeding a 5-month-old, and so you know, I've been watching a lot of more female-centric comedy specials. Do you find now that really the diversity has shifted a bit because it used to be a really male-dominated field?
Yeah, it used to be very male-dominated. I feel like, Ali Wong. And there's also a lot of other, Amy Schumer. She, you know, talking about motherhood now. You know, it's great. Like, you're a mother, but I'm a mother, but I can still, you know, look nice and do what I love and, like, travel and, you know, do comedy. And I think that's the new generation. You know, a lot more women are like, oh, I have a family, I can have it all, right? Can have a family and do stand-up and be a mom. You just got to balance it out.
Right.
But listen, girls can do it too, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, talk about the lineup then for your show.
So I'm headlining the show, and then we have Alice Chan, she's local, and Sonia Vai, amazing comedians, and we have Lin Sun from LA. She has a Peacock comedy special. Linda Schwartz, she has her comedy podcast. It's great. It's like for moms. Catered for moms.
Perfect.
Like I listen to, I cry, I email my mom like, I miss you. Like it's great. Like I'm just excited to be with all these amazing Asian female comics, you know, in New York at the New York Comedy Festival.
I mean, that's the place to be, right? Where do you pull your comedy from? Where are you pulling your inspiration from for some of your jokes?
Well, I'm immigrated from when I was 12 years old from Hong Kong. So I'm very proud of my Asianness, you know, and being from Hong Kong. And, you know, when I see somebody speak Cantonese in the audience, I'm like, hello, I'm going to start talking Cantonese the rest of my set. No. But, you know, but also motherhood and just, you know, living in America, like diverse, you know, observation stuff that I see, what's going on, you know, with just whatever comes to my mind that I find funny. Like, and then I write it down. And then I'm like, let me try this, you know?
Yeah. Do you keep it planned? Like, is it a whole planned script in your mind, or do you go off the cuff and just by what you're seeing in the audience?
I do go off the cuff a lot of times. You know, if it's the shorter set, then, you know, I bam, 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 right? But when I'm headlining, I can play around. Like last night, we had a sold-out show, and I was playing around the audience. It's so fun. Then it's like a flow, right? I'm channeling it, and it's just they're laughing, and then I'm making fun of them, and then they're eating me. Oh, it's the best when it's like that.
Yeah, and you talked about your young son, 7 years old, right?
Yeah, the terrorist.
The terrorist. So I have to look
He's like,
to.
oh, I am the terrorist. He doesn't mind. He's like, I want to be a comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, put that in your joke line, mommy.
Oh.
Because we do comedy in our living room. Because we do karaoke, and then we started. And
of course, karaoke.
Okay.
He does knock-knock jokes. And I'm like, what? He's very cute.
I was going to say, what, is he in line for his succession to be next
I hope
comedian?
so. He could take over Crazy Woke Asians.
Are you, how is it to be away from him?
Oh, it's nice. But it's also... it's nice, because last time he came, and he's like, I'm tired. There's too much walking. It smells, you know? And he's running everywhere. So I'm like, But this time, I'm just walking, and, you know, I get to recalibrate, refocus.
Of course.
Then I'm a better mom when I go home.
Yeah.
You know? I do miss him. We FaceTime every day. Look at his little videos. But, you know, this is good.
You know, you're clearly very funny. But when did you realize, you know, I can make a living out of being this funny?
wow, when I started Crazy Vocations, we just keep selling out the shows. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, there is a need for this. And I was like, wow, I can actually do this. And I was the guest comedian at this big Asian gala in LA. And I was like, wow, they want more of this. The Asian people, you know, they want to see more. And even, you know, non-Asians, which is a lot of the people at our shows, you know, that come support us. And I'm like, wow, maybe this is my calling.
Yeah.
What's the better coast, East Coast or West Coast? Ooh.
East Coast, you know, the audience is very smart.
Yeah.
You gotta be
Yes.
intelligent. You
Fast.
gotta bam, bam, bam. You know, West Coast, they're like, huh, like more chill, laid back. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
New
love
Yorkers
them.
are always like, gotta
Yeah,
go
but I'm
somewhere.
from Hong Kong, so I'm
Right.
like, yeah, let me give it to you.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
punch.
good.
Yeah.
Well, Kiki, thank you so much for coming on the show. It is so nice to have representation in the field of comedy.
Yeah.
We
Thank
love
you,
having you
Hazel.
here. So
Thank
nice to
you,
see you in
Jen.
person, too.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you'd like to see her show, it's Kiki Funny Mama's Night Out at the St. Mark's Comedy Club on St. Mark's Place. 2 shows tomorrow night at 7:30 and 9:30.
Good luck. Thanks for coming in.
Great
all right?
having you here.
Thank you.